Hey guys, so today is a good day. We left Coffs camping at 4x4. That was an awesome place to stay. Absolutely loved it there. She was a lovely hostess. Yeah, can't rate that place any more higher. Like, definitely if you're in the Coffs area, you're doing any four-wheel driving or traveling or anything like that, definitely go check that place out. So we have, as you can hear in the background, there's a car going by because we have just turned off, I think it's Solitary Island Way just there, and we are heading out to Station Creek. So we're back on the dirt, we're back heading to the beach. I won't even try to pronounce that road. I'll let you read it this there in the Uruguay National Park. And yeah, we don't know how this road's going to be because New South Wales has had the flooding happen in the last little while. We do know some other people have headed out here. I know Sarah and Keelan were out here not too long ago. But yeah, as we came in, there was a couple of nice big potholes there. However, it looks like it's been graded not too long ago, hopefully. Anyway, we got the rig. We're full of water. We're full of everything, and all the bad stuff's empty. And yeah, we'll take you along on this little journey. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy.
We pull up to the Station Creek Campground located in the Uruguay National Park on the New South Wales north coast. The road in was a comfortable drive and we had no issues following the map in. There's 29 campsites, but it's important to note not all of them are suitable for larger caravans like ours. I checked on Wikicamps before we booked and chose a campsite that was most suitable to get our van in and out. You'll see in the next few clips there's a lot of tree coverage, so if you're reliant on solar like us, you'd probably only want to stay for a few days. It's a tight squeeze, but an awesome place to stay to check out the area.
Oh well, let's just put it in there and see how we go.
Chat with the campground manager and they seem to think that 26 is probably the best site for our van. So if you've got a big van and you're thinking about coming to Station Creek, 26 apparently, but we'll probably go for a drive and have a look around. See what else there is. Station Creek, so we got here yesterday and today we're going out to find the key man. The tides just weren't working with how we wanted to get to Pebbly Beach and spend the day there, so we've just decided to go out looking at some tracks and see if we can find the key man. So I'll tell you about the key man once we find it. Hopefully we can find it. We've got some directions, so
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And also we're going to go see, apparently there's a track that can get to Pebbly without going through the water. We're going to go through the water because we want to. That's why we have the setup we have, is so we can do that stuff. However, we thought...
We did walk it yesterday actually, and we would have taken the GoPro with us, but it was super busy and just don't really feel comfortable filming around other people. You just don't know how other people feel about being filmed.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. So we didn't film that, but yeah, we walked around the crossing about 4 or 5 times to work out the route we're going to take. That crossing is pretty good. There is a couple of holes you got to watch out for that are closer to the rope when you do the actual crossing, so you need to come a bit more, but that's up to you to walk and check out, so I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do if you're ever doing it.
It's actually better, sorry to cut you off, it's actually better than what we thought, because it is full of rocks at the bottom. It's not just sand. Like we thought it was just crossing like, you know, a sandy creek kind of thing, but it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but once again, that's on you to do your due diligence if you ever do it. Yeah, and how confident you are, because you know, you see someone else do it and you think that it's safe enough for your vehicle, but yeah, definitely cross it. That's why we went and had a look, and we were going to cancel if it was too difficult for us. Well, we thought it was too difficult, but we'll see how we go anyway. Yeah, and as well, we'll see how we go with this. Like, we may have just found a track that people can use if they want to go across there and not go through the water, which will be pretty cool. Yeah. Because I actually haven't heard of this before, other than having a look on Google Maps.
And the management that are here have only been here for 12 weeks, but they've said they haven't even tried that track, so might have to let them know.
That's another thing I kind of like these days. The management they've got out here, and they've also got it over at Pebbly too. So you can buy firewood, and you've got people in control and check in and check out, and if there is emergencies and whatnot. And we didn't know there's actually a helipad now over at Pebbly for big emergencies and whatever. What else is there over there? There's drop toilets and everything.
I would assume they'd use that helipad to airlift the toilets.
Yeah, apparently they airlift the contents of the drop toilets out of there instead of, because they can't get a sucker truck.
Which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, we'll take you along today and hopefully we'll find the key man so we can show you guys. Okay, so we come to this intersection and it says to keep right, and you'll see there's a sign like hiding in the bush.
Just over there in the bushes, which says Yellow Cutting Road, public vehicle access to monument only.
So we'd assume that the monument would be the key man.
So hopefully we're on the right road.
So this must be that keep right. Remember that we were like yeah, so this it's been our third. Well, there was a left and then a right. No. There was a left, there was a right we didn't take, then there was another intersection where we kept right, and now we've got to a big intersection where we're
So basically, just stay on the road.
Yeah.
That is clearly used.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and explain it better somehow.
Yeah, we'll do a rundown on the map.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we find it before we give instructions, but that's obvious that we're going in the right direction, so I thought I'd record it. But yeah.
This is pretty cool. I don't know. I've never even seen anyone that's gone here. Haven't seen it on any socials or YouTube or anything. Anyway.
Alright, so now we're looking for a bridge, and the key man is supposed to be on the other side.
Mind you, that was a long 2 kilometres.
It was actually.
Apparently
that was supposed to be 2.9 kilometres from the last turn, but it definitely felt a lot longer than that.
Mind you, there was a lot of... So it was probably 2.9 kilometres in a straight line, GPS plotted.
Yeah.
Whoever's done these directions has probably just looked at, like, done GPS plots, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
Because driving, we've done a lot more.
Yeah. Well, it definitely feels like it. But it's a nice drive. It's not like crazy four-wheel driving or anything. But yeah.
I wouldn't bring a 2-wheel drive car though.
There you go. Right, so we're coming up to what I think is the bridge.
That I'm guessing we can't drive over.
Oh, well, it's supposed to be on the other side of the bridge, so maybe we need to park.
Yeah. By the looks of this though, there is a speed limit sign and everything. I reckon that it might just be closed due to the recent flooding in the area.
Oh, well, we'll get out and go for a walk.
And see what we can find and show you.
So as soon as I turned the GoPro off when we were in the car, I spotted it. So I'm going to show you. I'll turn it around.
That's cool.
So anyway, you got to walk on this rocky surface.
It looks all fresh. I reckon this is what they put in after the floods.
Oh, God, I'm going to fall over and break my neck. Okay.
Please don't do that.
Oh, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but it's right there. Okay. Let's get closer. Over the bridge. The statue was built in 1957 and is a tribute to Jonas's past days among the community. It is a monument of a man standing on a huge structure covered in keys, holding his hand up to the sky. Jonas was born in Lithuania but migrated to Australia in 1919. Jonas cut sleepers for the railways. He was known to have worked harder and smarter than most and was well known for working in the nude because he decided it was too hot to wear clothes. The statue represents the life of someone who arrived in Australia as a post-World War II migrant and worked in the forest before returning to the circus.
Hey guys, so we're on our way back to Station Creek Campground. However, we're going to go a bit of a different way. We're going to see if we can get to Pebbly Beach Campground via the mainland, not going through the river. So we'll turn the camera around and show you the this is the entrance to the national park on the way back.
And that's where you go in to go to the campground for Station Creek as well.
Yeah, it's still like another 5 or 10 k's down the road, but there's a cattle grid there and there's fencing and everything. However, we are going to turn down here. See on Google Maps that there is a track that goes around. I'll just stop moving. So there is a track just here that heads up here, and if I zoom out, it actually hooks back around and comes down, and that little dot there is actually the Pebbly Beach Campground. So we're going to go for a little explore and see how hectic this track gets. If it starts to get a bit boggy or a bit too hectic, we're not going to do it, just because at the end of the day we are 5.5 ton and we do have a boat on the roof, so, and we're by ourselves. If we had more cars, like another car with us or something like that, I'd probably push a bit harder and a bit faster, and as well if we drop the boat I'd probably go a bit harder, but because of those factors of just we're by ourselves, we're 5.5 ton and we've got the boat on, we'll give it a shot, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, we'll show you along the way, see what we find. Boat's gonna hit that.
Oh yeah, you gotta think of the height.
So, this is definitely not a caravan track. You probably bring a camper, maybe even a small caravan, but small off-road van. However, this is definitely not a track for our Lotus. There is some pretty fresh tyre tracks though. So someone has been down here quite recently. My only worry at this point though is, if we come down here, there is nowhere for us to turn around. So, if I can at least find a turnaround point, I'll drive down to that, and then we'll go from there. And then even more mud. And then more mud. Yeah, I don't know if this is a track for us. Especially like down there it gets even worse. And I'm not worried about the capability, but well, It's not the capability, it's just this mud and how heavy we are, and we're by ourselves. Definitely looks like someone's been down here having some fun, but definitely looks like some fun. Oh, look at those ones over there. Some steep tracks there. GoPro probably doesn't give it justice. It looks like maybe council or rangers or something have put these big logs across them actually, so people can't drive them. Yeah, there's 4 entries there. 2 of them are still open, mind you. It looks like they've tried to block that one, but someone's dragged it out, no doubt. And then yeah, those big ones up there. There's even a bridge. So I think this is one of those tracks that I just need to maintain a bit better, and it'd actually be a pretty good track. It's like the width of the track and everything like that has been fine. It's just obviously there hasn't been no grating or any sort of maintenance down here in a long time. This is a solid bridge, metal too. They've done some. Oh, it used to be a big old school timber bridge. That's cool. So yeah, old school timber bridge must have washed away and they've built this up, so there's been some work going into this. Alright guys, so that track was a no-go for us. It's I think it came up with Fire Trail or something like that on the map. However, if you got some 4-wheel drives, like that aren't covered in gear and boats and everything like that, that actually want to go hit some mud and some pretty gnarly tracks, go in there. I went for a walk. We drove down about half a k, and then probably 500 meters we drove down, and then I walked down about another k. It got pretty hectic. Like for people in Queensland, it would be like on par with some of the more gnarly tracks on Glasshouse and everything like that. It's a lot of mud pits, a lot of deep wheel tracks, and some nice size hills to go up and down. So that is definitely not a track for us. It might be a track for you, and it might be a track for you to get over to Pebbly. So if anyone does it or has done it, let us know in the comments, because I'd like to know, 1, if it's possible, and 2, if it actually gets to Pebbly Campground. I know the management would like to know too, because they were asking us to get back to them if we find out. Anyway guys, we're going to head down to the beach now. It is high tide, or around high tide, so I don't know if we're going to get the ram out on the beach. However, we're going to get down there, see if we can get out and go have some lunch, make some toasties or something on the beach. Anyway, we'll see when we get there. Alright guys, so we thought we'd show this part. When you hit the high clearance 4x4s only beyond this point sign heading out to the beach, you don't need to stop here and air down. I did it yesterday. However, once you start driving, if Alana swings the camera around to the front, you come up through the gates. There's a tiny bit of sand which is rock hard, and then it's rock. Like, yeah, this is it looks like it's been pretty well maintained lately. There is, yeah, a bit of whoopties and a bit of sand here. However, it is rock hard. It's probably the same condition as the Bruce Highway up in Queensland, to be honest.
At least we're going faster than you do on the Bruce.
Yeah, pretty much. Half the time the Bruce is slower than this. And then yeah, you can see just here, it's rock hard, it's rock. Looks like they've brought truckloads of rock and gravel and God knows what else in, and brought rollers down. So do not stress, drive all the way to the end and you'll see a pullover bay, and there, that's where you air down. We'll show you that little bay when we get to it.
Also, on all these tracks we're seeing horse poo, so we asked the care management, and they said there's about 30 brumbies out here. There's foals as well, so we're keeping our eyes peeled, but they haven't seen them for about 3 weeks, so we're hoping we get to spot them.
We're hoping to see them. That would be awesome. We got to see the the wild brumbies on Bribey Island.
Yeah, and there was only 4 of those, and that was amazing. So imagine seeing 30.
And little foals and that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Goes into your own left and right area just back there where you've got like your own travel, and then it comes into a tight part, which I don't think it's the smartest thing, but it's the tight single lane part is where the tightest corners are. Go figure. And yeah, then you come down here and this is the pullover area, I was saying. So yeah, if you want to air down, had to air your van down, pull into here. Also, if you want to check the cut in, pull into here, because just there in front of us is the cut into the beach, which I'm actually going to go check this time and see what it's like, because it's high tide. Yeah. I want to know if I can actually drive out there.
So Tyson's making some spaghetti bolognese sandwiches because we had spaghetti for dinner last night.
I also want to ask a question with that. Alana thinks I'm weird because I'm putting mince and spag bol and that on a toasty.
I don't think it's weird.
Come on. Who else loves that? I don't know if it's just me, but I used to do it when I was a kid.
I'd rather just have it heated up and eat it out of a bowl.
Yeah, I love it. And Alana's got a double meat, cheese, tomato and onion toasty. But how good is mince on a toasty? I reckon it's the bomb.
He's always got to prove his point.
Yeah, I know. I might take a quick chance here to show you how much power it's actually using and whatnot, because like we've pulled this out a couple of times and we've had some people say all fancy and all that kind of stuff. However, at the end of the day, that right there is what I think it was $20 or $22 toasty sandwich press from Kmart. And if you look up here on the screen, which is flashing, which is kind of annoying, but anyway, so when we pulled up, we're at 100%. We're at 200 amp in our batteries, which you can see there now. The sandwiches are done. We've got the fridge running and we're charging a phone, and we're at what was that? It was 192. So it's used about 191. So we've used about 9 amps. Like yes, at the end of the day, we do have a 200 amp hour battery and we do have an inverter, and it does make life easier. However, oh, sorry about that, I'm just squinting a lot. However, it only uses about 9 amp hours to actually make what? We've made 3 toasted sandwiches, so the toasty make has been on for quite a while. The big 130 litre Bushman's is running, and as well Lana's charging her phone. So what I wanted, I don't want to brag or anything like that, I just wanted to to say you don't actually need the biggest systems in the world to live with a bit of easiness on the beach and make toasties or make a coffee at a coffee, like if you've got a coffee machine, or have a fridge or anything like that. Yes, if you're going to do it for long periods of time, which all these devices you only use for a short period of time, but if you were to do it for a long period of time, like a aircon or something like that, yes, you do need a large power source. But simple toasty maker, coffee machine, something like that, yes, you do need a decent size inverter, but it doesn't draw that much power actually in the long run. So this morning we are heading over to Pebbly Beach through Station Creek. We just got the van out of the campground, which was a little bit of a mission, but it wasn't too bad. We got it out. We had to reverse it out. And yeah, so now we'll show you as much as we can while we're doing the beach crossing and the water crossing and that, without having the risk of getting stuck. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy this little part, and yeah. How good is this, guys? Rock up, quickly set up camp in our new spot, which is Pebbly Beach, which is, we've only been here, what, 10-15 minutes, but look at this. So we've got camp here, all set up, fire pit there, Starlink there, which is already smashing out over 100 megabytes, and halfway up to the water. And we got the beach, the swing, and the rest of the beach right here. This is awesome. And then in the meantime, the best way to start the day is jerky wrap with, that is a Turkish sausage, which I'm going to cop some flack for this one. I call it saduk. I don't know, it's something similar to that, but anyway, wrap, best way to start the day. And then we'll get into it. Hey guys, so that was that's our first day done on Pebbly. We didn't record too much, but we should hopefully get the GoPro out tomorrow. However, I'll give you a little look of camp, where we've set up and what we've got going on around here. So there you've got the van, the Lotus. I'm putting them around there to give us a little bit of privacy because there's a road just on the other side. And then yeah, we've got Starling Beeman, fire pit up here, which we actually pulled out our fire barrier from Oz Barriers. This thing worked a dream earlier this Arvo when we had a little bit of an onshore breeze. So yeah, pumping out that fire. As you can see, that's the beach just there. Alana's up there on the phone. We've got our own little personal pathway just here, which is pretty sick. Goes down to a swing on the beach, which will show you a bit more of that tomorrow. Hopefully, might even get the tinny out if the weather's like it was today. Yeah, this place is awesome. I'd put it up there with one of our top New South Wales stays, and I used to live in New South Wales, so I've done a lot of camping and a lot of sightseeing around here. One thing I will quickly mention is, and this was brought to our attention from the camp managers, yeah, the contractor management or whatever it is that's here, and as well at Station Creek, to wash your drawbar, wash your handbrake lever and your chains and everything like that. They've had a couple of people come here, and after going through the saltwater crossing, they come up here, they just set up, they leave it there for a week or whatnot, and they come back and their brakes are actually rusted on. So lucky enough, we've got a pump and a hose and whatnot just in there. So yeah, I use that and I sprayed down the front end, and then I also, you can probably see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it actually, oh no, yeah, it's nice and shiny. So I've actually lubed up the whole front end of the van just to make sure that nothing happens. I didn't think it would happen, but hey, you'd rather be safe than sorry these days. You don't want to try to, I don't want to try to leave here and have a 4.5 ton anchor behind the van, behind the ram. That would be very interesting for a water crossing and beach drive. Anyway guys, hopefully we'll get the camera out tomorrow. I might even get the boat out, and yeah, but cheers, have a good one. Good morning everyone. You like my sun smart hat? We're going for a walk today, so I'll swing around and show you what's happening. I'm gonna come up to the beach here, which is absolutely amazing. I still don't get out of this place. And we're gonna head up to the northern tip and head around there and see what we can find. So, and then maybe head down to the southern tip of Savo, because we haven't been up in you can see in the distance the little mountain there with the trees, the headland I guess you'd call it. But yeah, let's head to the northern tip. It's always typical, the time you don't bring a rod, the time the fish are here. Just off the point there, you probably can't see it on the GoPro, but there's schools of fish hitting the surface within 5 meters of the rocks. It's ridiculous. And as well, you know what else is ridiculous? Like, it's cool because the ground is so pebbly, but damn, it's hard to walk on. Definitely advise you bring in shoes or thongs. The thongs are even a little bit hard. How you going on it, bud?
It's not easy. But it reminds me of the beaches in Europe. Like, there's a lot of beaches in Europe that don't have sand and they're all pebbly like this. I can't remember what shoes. I think I just wore my Havies, but I just remember it not being sand.
Yeah, I'm wearing just normal thongs like Havies, and it's not too bad. Shoes will make it probably easier, but anyway, we'll see what else we find on this little adventure. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a guy fishing just out there, and beyond that is just, there'd be a school of fish maybe 20 meters wide by at least 50 to 80 meters long, and then there's another one that's just popped up over here that's even thicker by the way they're hitting the surface. And he can't pull a fish. I don't get it, because it was the same yesterday. I was getting my lure straight into these schools. I can't tell what they are. They're kind of slicing up the water like tuna and friggin' mackerel and bonito, but yeah, I don't know. So here's a little look back at the entirety of the beach down to the other headland. So pretty much the campsites end right there. There's a couple of smaller campsites and tent sites, and then they stretch the entirety of the beach, all the way back down to probably say 3/4, and then there's just the path to cut across to the river. This place is awesome, man. Wind's picking up today. We're getting a bit of a southerly, so this might be a little bit windy in the recording. The liner's up there on the rocks. Yeah, this place is amazing. I'd put it on, like, there's not as much to do as Fraser Island and everything like that. However, I'd put it on par as like as the New South Wales version. It's really nice here. It's awesome. Hey guys, and that's Station Creek over. In the background we are airing up. There's nothing special about that. But yeah, I definitely recommend going to Station Creek. It would have to be one of the best New South Wales camps I've ever been to. Yeah, just make sure you've got the equipment, the recovery gear, you check the tides, your vehicle's capable, walk the water crossing first. But other than that, it's awesome over there. There's drop toilets, there's management, so there's wood and that. Anything you can think of, babe? Yeah, and look at that, she's doing the tires up.
You said 50, hey?
Yeah. Anything you can think of about over there?
No, it's really nice though. I wish we booked longer than 2 nights.
Yeah, definitely book longer than 2 nights if the weather permits. I will admit we wanted to stay over there for longer. However, the weather did pick up yesterday, the wind, and it's pretty windy today, so it probably wouldn't have been the best weather over there anyway, eh?
It was really windy, like it was just uncomfortable to sit outside, and then it was uncomfortable to walk on the beach or do anything, so.
Yeah. So, but anyway, end of that, Station Creek, it's a goer. Definitely go there if you get the chance. Just be cautious, and like I said, make sure you got recovery gear, make sure you walk it so you can walk your path first, and yeah, right tides. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this one, and where are we off to next? Somewhere else in New South Wales, I think, and then we're heading north.